Good morning, everybody. So, today's gonna be another melt. So I had this idea that I'm gonna put my crucible inside of a tin can. So I think if the cold doesn't directly touch it, it might do less damage. Like, I know forge scale is gonna build up no matter what, but I'm hoping it doesn't eat through the crucible. Now, I found this last night, some scrap aluminum, and I'm thinking about remelting some of that stuff that fell out of the bottom when the crucible failed. And I went and I did the bad thing. I went and bought a bag of charcoal. And I'm going to take that weird scrap metal. I'm going to melt it today too if I have enough coal in there. That weird scrap metal, there might be some silver in there. There might be a little bit of gold. But it's mostly aluminum, brass, and copper. I'll probably pick out the bigger pieces of brass. There might be some zinc in there too, but I'll probably pick out some of the bigger pieces of brass and put them in with my other brass because I don't have a lot of that. So, I'm going to start getting this fire going. I wanted you to see my setup. One of these days I'll actually videotape me actually setting all this up, but I didn't think it to be as entertaining as the fire and glowing hot metal. Today I'm gonna set up my mold while I'm getting this heated up because, well, I didn't do it last night. I was going to, but I got sidetracked by watching the entire Matrix trilogy. So, yeah. Alright, I'll get back to you guys when I start getting things going. Alright, guys. So, it's been like 2 minutes. I got this going on. I'm gonna have to add more charcoal, but I decided I'm gonna film the entire process, like start to finish, until either my batteries die or come close to dying, or I run out of memory on this card. Then, because I want to experiment. I think I figured out how to do the like me doing stuff 8 times speed. Like, I think I figured out how to do that. So I'm gonna get this going, start getting some aluminum in there, and it's sealed off, and work on my mold before I get too far in, because I want to try to do this a nice flow. It's gonna be a nice flow to it. By the way, this aluminum has a ton of iron on it. Like, I cut some of the big pieces off, but there's nuts and bolts in it, which is gonna be a pain in the butt, but it is what it is. And my lid broke. It didn't break, but it's chipping apart. Like, that last heat, it was too much. And I'm going to try to do all the aluminum on low heat. Or low air. Because I kind of don't want my crucible to explode. But alright, let me set you guys up and enjoy the show. Yeah, I always have a rough time with the camera stand. That's a pretty good view. Alright guys, looking pretty good. Alright, I'm gonna bring it back over here till the pour. Why is this not staying? Alright. Hope you guys don't fall over. Alright guys, my camera died, and, it died. So I'm not sure how much the video got corrupted. I tried to shoot it all at once, which is probably a dumb move. But, point is, I melted the first batch. I didn't do the first pour yet, so we'll actually get to see that this time. I've been mostly keeping this on low. Now you can see, all nice and melty. So, I'm going to get you guys set up, and I'm going to throw on some gloves. I'm going to get ready to pour this. The tin can stuck to it. That's alright though. I don't know why I expected there to be more than that. Oh well. Looks like I got enough for the next round. I don't know why this thing's being so difficult today. Maybe it's the operator. Here we go. You guys fell over. You're covered in snow. I don't know, my camera stand is not... Everything's falling apart out here. I don't know why this is happening. Alright, I don't know what's going on. Everything that can go wrong is going wrong today. I don't know why. I love to suspect sabotage, but no one's here but me, so I don't know. Well, my camera died, and then it just decided to shut off during the second pour. Not that it was much of a pour anyway. For some reason, it didn't want to melt, so it was real gelatinous. But I have the furnace cranked back up. I'm going to melt the rest of this, and we're going to make this happen. Because, well, even if I got to piece together all kinds of garbage to make a video, I'm making a video today. See you guys in a bit.
Alright guys, let's try this again.
Now my tin can's gone. It's a nice little buffer, I suppose. Alright, I'm gonna melt the rest of this. I'm gonna pour it in this guy. And then I might see about doing my cast of whatever I decide to cast out of that random scrap. Today did not go as planned. That is painfully obvious. Alright, see you guys soon. Alright guys. So I hope you're ready for a 3,000 part video again, because this camera is not doing what I want it to do. And neither is the furnace. Whew. Man, that's hot. Alright, now before all this stuff falls over again, I want you guys to see the sizzle. That wasn't as impressive as I thought it was going to be. Hang on. Try again. One more time. Alright, well, all my stuff keeps falling out of the furnace when I'm not paying attention. That crucible, it looks way bigger than it actually is. Like, I thought it would fit more than what it does, but it really doesn't. So I'm gonna try to fit those two in there, and then that one, and see where it goes from there. I'm gonna pour it all into that thing and call it a day, I suppose. No, I'm gonna do that. I said I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Alright, I noticed a couple of things. One, this charcoal burns a lot quicker and it takes a lot more of it than the anthracite. Two, my pouring methods need work. But the camera and the furnace were not cooperating today. I don't know, if it's just a bad luck or what, but it's ridiculous, I'll tell you that. The crucible's almost full already. I don't even have the third piece in yet. I dumped out all that garbage. Nuts and screws and a little bit of aluminum I might take out of there, but I doubt it. Like, this is all the remelted slag too, so I ain't really losing too much, to be honest. Alright, I'll get back to you guys again in a little bit. And now, it's starting to rain. So they just decided today's the day. I'm not doing this. Do you know what I say? I'm doing it anyway. Here's the ingot I just poured. I had to level it out a little bit because I didn't realize it wasn't level. There's all the junk out of that scrap. I'll keep all of it and re-scrap it. I'll clean those up and re-scrap the flashing, I guess you'd call it. And then I have that piece left. Like, the crucible's too freaking small. Like, I need a bigger crucible. But it's holding up very nicely. Like, the tin can's gone. Like, completely gone. But, like, there's parts of it. The remnants. But, I want to believe that it protected it a little bit. That, I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I don't know if I'm just going to throw it away or scrap it, but I'm not melting another batch of aluminum just for one piece. I still have this ugly thing to melt, but it's not even going to fit in the crucible. Like, it'll fit in, but that thing by itself is probably going to take 2 pours in these small crucibles. So let's get the fun part done. I'm going to melt all these metals together and see what happens. Now I know there is lead, aluminum. This is aluminum. This, I'm fairly certain, is brass. Aluminum. I want to believe this is brass, but it could be stainless steel. This could be brass or stainless steel. More aluminum. Pretty sure it's brass. More aluminum. This bad boy, I'm pretty sure is tin or pewter. I'm putting it aside for alloying, because I have none of that. More aluminum. Aluminum. Brass. Aluminum. Brass. Probably brass. Plastic and brass. Also brass. 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 I'm running out of room in this bad boy too already. Probably brass. Guessing it's brass. Purple stone in it. It's gonna melt that. This used to be a lock. So it's probably brass. Aluminum. Brass. I'm pretty sure that's pewter, so I'm keeping that for the alloying of tin. Copper. Lead. I want to believe that's copper, but it could be brass. Mystery metal, probably zinc or some cheap jewelry metal. More aluminum. More aluminum. Lead, I think. I'm pretty sure that's brass. And a bunch of other random stuff. It's probably a mix of brass, copper, there's some lead, some steel. I'd go through it all, but somebody told me they think that's gold. I'm pretty sure it's brass. I'm going to keep it aside just in case, because if that's solid gold, that's worth a good bit of money. I got 3 pieces, and I'm pretty sure they're not gold. And voila, 1 crucible full of mystery metal. So now I'm going to heat this up. It's probably going to have to get pretty hot because I know there's at least some copper in there. And then I got to figure out what I'm going to mold it into. I really didn't want to make it into an ingot. I wanted to make it into something. So I'm going to figure that out before I do this, I think. Because I have my sand there. Now my mold's going to be flat bottom no matter what it is, but it'll work. Alright, I'll get back to you in a bit. Alright guys, so I got the mystery metals in the furnace with my mystery mold. I'm not going to tell you what it is till it's done. I like the bucket though, check it out. It's a nice copper ornate bucket found in the basement. I'm using it to store like scrap metals in, like small pieces of brass and stuff. I decided it's going to make a good flask for a mold today. And I have the blower on high. I have the brick on top to keep the heat in as much as possible. And I'm just going to let it go. Hopefully it doesn't melt my crucible, but if it does, I got 4 pours out of it today. So, I mean, if it melts it, I'm not going to be happy about it, but I mean, I really want to melt these metals, and I want to see if it can stand up. I want to see what container will stand up to copper anyway. So, see if this one lasts. It built up a little bit of scale already, but I mean, anytime you heat a metal to this much heat, there's going to be damage. Alright, I'll get back to you in just a minute or two. I'm guessing probably all the lead, anything in there that's lead, zinc, or pewter that I missed is probably already melted. Aluminum's probably almost there too. And I'll be working on brass and copper in about the next, I'm checking my invisible watch, 1.5 2 minutes. So, you guys know what the mold is? Anyone can tell me what the mold is? Huh? It's a very common item that I have. Like, I know I told you I was gonna make a fidget spinner, but I have to go and I have to make a styrofoam copy of it first. So I'm gonna do that later. Alright, now I just really want to make this mystery metal. So let me get right back at you here in about 2 minutes. I just had a minor explosion. Look at those flames. You know what that is? Well, if you don't, I'll tell you. There's zinc fumes. It's from any zinc metal in there, or any brass. The zinc's burning off of it, so that is dangerous to breathe in. You do not want to breathe that in. But you just missed it. Like, it poofed. Like, I was slightly worried. Like, I jumped a little bit, and I don't get scared easy. Probably has something to do with me having the top cover. I turned off the blower for a little bit. Look at that, it's beautiful. I don't know how the camera's picking up the don't breathe in the zinc fumes. It's following me. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Like, if it wasn't deadly, I don't even know if it's deadly, but if it wasn't pretty freaking bad for you, it is the most beautiful thing I've seen since I started casting metals. But I'm gonna let that do its thing for a minute and cool off a little bit, and then I'm gonna pour it, because no matter what temperature it's at, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it, because I'm pretty sure there was a large amount of zinc in there, like those fake earrings and fake jewelry. I think it was probably zinc, and that's why it's so much flame. Man, I wish you guys could have saw the initial burst. Every time I have the camera off, it was absolutely gorgeous. Terrifying, but gorgeous. Alright. So you see the yellow? That's burnt zinc. And the little fibers, that's also burnt zinc. And the green in there, also burnt zinc. So, that was pretty exciting. I'm trying to show you guys why I do this, but I'm trying not to burn myself either. There's the inside of the crucible. There's what's left over. So, oh shit. It burned a hole in the crucible. Alright. Well, that crucible's done. So it can stand up to copper, but when it comes to... I say it made it for copper. That's my that's my analysis. I don't know how that hole got in there, because it's only one tiny little hole. See it? Like, everything's still pretty solid. I think the metal I used, whatever was in there, reacted with the steel in a bad way and caused it to oxidize quicker. That's sad, but oh well. I got enough mystery metal to do the mystery thing that I'm going to show you guys when it's done. Alright, time for cleanup. Had enough bad experiences for one day. One beautiful one. I wish you guys could have seen it. Which I'm sure a lot of you people that watch this, the kind of stuff, you have seen it before, but this was marvelous. Alright, I'll get back to you now. And it was supposed to be a lighter, but it didn't turn out. Oh well. You win some, you lose some. I'll test that metal to find out what composition, well, a general composition of what it's mostly made of. I'm guessing mostly aluminum and brass, but I don't know. Alright, I'm a little sad, but all in all, this will be, when I'm done putting it all together, this will be an okay video. Something will turn out sooner or later. Like, there's still enough metal in the mystery metal to make my fidget spinner, so I'll remelt it down later. Try not to blow anything up this time. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I might throw on a little clip at the end of everything put together and it's all cooled off, if I can find the last ingot. Alright, later on guys. Hey guys, so it's the night after the second melt. The night of the second melt. And I wanted to talk a little bit about what happened. So, this is the mystery metal. This is all the metal that I melted that was supposed to be in the form of a lighter. Well, it's not. But it's still pretty cool. Now, it has the weight of, like, cast iron. Or somewhere between cast iron and lead. But if I threw a piece of cast iron this big at a brick wall, it might bend. Or it might dent. If I throw this at a brick wall, it would shatter. I broke off a piece just using my finger. I can't do it now, it's too... I don't want to cut my finger open, but it's fairly brittle. And at first I thought it was mostly aluminum, but considering the weight, I'm thinking it's like a whole lot of brass and lead. But there's some aluminum in there. Now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with it. I'm still pretty sure I'm just gonna recast it into I'm gonna keep the fidget spinner idea. I'm doing the fidget spinner. Unless I think of something else I wanna make. But right now, I'm gonna put this with my blowtorch. And hide it with my blowtorch. The mystery metal by the blowtorch. Alright. So here is what I got out of the melt. Another one of these big muffins. All that random scrap. I'll remelt all this. At some point, I'll remelt all that down with that one piece I have left up there. But that won't be today. Obviously, it's nighttime. It's dark out there. Yeah. So this ain't too happy. Like, this here, the lid, got a big crack which it's still holding together very nicely. But it's soft. Like, the heat, like, made it soft. Like I can rub my finger into it. Not that it matters, as long as it holds up, I don't care. The inside's pretty much the same way. My heat coil that I put on the top, I think it's pretty well destroyed. But, okay, so I got 1, 2, 4 aluminum melts, 5 aluminum melts. Yeah, 4. 4 or 5 aluminum melts, and 1 melt of the mystery metal. And that's 5 melts, 3 fire rings total. And it's still technically in one piece. So I'm thinking, I'm going to say the lid will probably last about 2 more, it's my prediction, 2 more firings, and the actual thing will probably last 5 to 10, is my prediction. So now, total, that's all the aluminum I have left, is that my big muffin, and that 6-pack. The blob I didn't get a chance to melt down. This 1 piece of extrusion left. I didn't want to melt it all by itself. Those random scraps, which I gotta find a new home for those. The 6-pack of my mini cups, which I gotta clean this up a little bit. I'll worry about that some other time. Like I said, this is all for alloying anyway. So, I'd say I probably got about, I got a lot of aluminum. See, I got 2 now of those guys. Just big honking pieces of aluminum. Alright, well, that's pretty much the update. I ate some chicken, and I kind of just, like, passed out for, like, 2 hours. I don't know why, but I slept for, like, 2 hours, so I'm not in, like, not in a huge, like, super upbeat, chipper mood, because I'm still kind of waking up a little bit. But, I started working on making, an Instagram and a Patreon. And I'm hoping to get into Patreon, because I think that'd be pretty cool. But it's giving me some difficulties. But it's nothing I can't handle. And, something else. I don't know. I guess I'll have to find a box for my aluminum soon. Even with it being melted down, it's still taking up a lot of room now. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a great night.